This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. With all of the individuals who are attempting to buck the committee's authority, looking into the investigation, looking into the insurrection, the House Select Committee, or as Donald Trump would call them, the Unselect Committee. I'm so clever. I'm a moron. There's a lot of people who are trying to slow the progress, slow the entire process to a halt, delaying it until the Democrats, hopefully they say, are out of office and Republicans take control and they just do away. They just dissolve the committee. It doesn't exist anymore. They don't care to get to the bottom of an attempted overthrow of our United States government. They don't care. In fact, obviously, they don't care about investigating the attempted overturning of a free and fair American election. The attack on our democracy doesn't matter to Republicans because they carried it out. The objectives of that failed coup were the objectives of the Republican Party. If they weren't, Republicans everywhere would be rising up, jettisoning Donald Trump from any authority or power or influence within the party. But the outcome that they hoped for, it failed, but it was the outcome they hoped for. There are a few people, though, who are now, and I cautiously say, cooperating with the January 6th committee. Marc Short, the former chief of staff of Mike Pence. Hopefully, Marc Short is a normal guy with a normal set of loyalty that when he witnessed his boss, the life of his boss being threatened, hang Mike Pence, while just 1,000 feet away, 800 feet away, there was a hangman's gallows erected. And not impromptu. I've said this before. You don't just show up at a protest and there's lumber laying around. You're like, hey, I think I'll build a hangman's gallows. You come prepared to build the gallows and put it where it is. That's planning. That's premeditation. Malice of forethought. And Marc Short witnessed all this. He was in the room while everything was taking place. On the phone, surely attempting to get help and being rebuffed. And he apparently, I say it with caution, apparently is going to cooperate. I'm going to read a little bit from the CNN article. CNN exclusive. Top Pence aide cooperating with January 6th committee. Marc Short, the former chief of staff to Vice President Mike Pence, is cooperating with the January 6th committee, a significant development that will give investigators insight from one of the highest-ranking Trump officials, according to 3 sources with knowledge of the committee's activities. CNN is also reporting for the first time that the committee subpoenaed Short a few weeks ago. Short remains one of Pence's closest advisors and is a first-hand witness to many critical events the committee is examining, including what happened to Pence at the Capitol on January 6th and how former President Donald Trump pressured the former Vice President not to certify the presidential election that day. Remember when Donald Trump said, Pence said to Trump, I don't have the power as one single man to overturn the certified election results. And Trump said, but wouldn't it be cool if you did? Yeah, President of the United States of America, who swore to uphold and defend, to dutifully carry out his duties as president, to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, wanted to overturn the Constitution, violate the Constitution. Short's assistance signals a greater openness among Pence's inner circle. One source told CNN the committee is getting, quote, significant cooperation with Team Pence, even if the committee has not openly discussed that. Another source told CNN that Short's help is an example of the momentum the investigation is enjoying behind the scenes. Last month, CNN reported that a number of figures close to Pence, including Short, may be willing, either voluntarily or under the guise of a friendly subpoena, to cooperate with the committee. Now, what that means is, if you volunteer to come in, then you volunteered. It's total openness. Now, if they have to issue a subpoena to make it look like your testimony was compelled so you can hide because you're not a brave enough American, then that's what it is. So then they can save face, if you will, with fellow Republicans that, look, I'm just abiding by the law. And then finally reached by phone Monday and asked about his cooperation. Short told CNN, no comment. The Select Committee declined to comment when reached by CNN. That's where we are. While Steve Bannon has been held in contempt, forwarded it on to the Justice Department where a case is going forward. Jeffrey Clark, the dum-dum at the Justice Department who thought that Chinese thermostats were switching votes for Joe Biden. What? And then, of course, Mark Meadows, who I am advocating for another contempt vote because now, after he said he would cooperate, he delayed cooperation. Again, the whole thing is to slow it down. Delayed cooperation, said he would cooperate, and now says he's not going to cooperate. Did a video earlier today about that. There are 3 individuals right now who should be hammered by the Justice Department with contempt of Congress charges, given jail time and the minor fine that's involved. But jail time and a criminal record. Anyway, I would love to know what you think about this. Where are we with this? Where are you with this? You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. Thank you for your time and attention today and every day. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, and I'm not too pernicious, do me a favor and subscribe. Like this video, comment below, do all the YouTube-y type of stuff. And follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere, whatever. And if I bring you value, and only if I do, listen, if there's somebody else out there on the platform, a David Packwood type, a Farrad Cousin type, I only say their names because I'm in contact with them on occasion. Support those people. They do good work. They deserve it. But if I'm more your flavor, if you think I'm doing something good for you, please consider supporting my work for as little as $1.99. You can click the join button below this video, become a channel member, or you can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast and help support my work that way. That's not just for the podcast, obviously. That's also for the videos. Anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.